Okay, we're at the legislator, and I don't need this t-shirt to give me attitude, but I do have attitude with this issue we're going to talk about.
Well, you do.
Could be, shut up. It could be delay. It could be, I'll give him the opportunity. If he doesn't want to use it, no problem. But it's not going to be no and laugh and chuckle. And then this is one issue that I really, you need a debate, and we're going to have a debate, and we'll see what's going to happen. There's no, this time, here, come closer, you. We don't give a shit about this.
Yeah, that's right. Jeez. Hey, John, remember this?
Yeah, John. Yeah. What's with this muscle shirt? Anyway, you ready for a fight? That's good.
Always fight.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Not people, but the system.
Okay. Now, I seen in the media, CBC, and Von Burnett, the guy that tried to be a lawyer. He went to school. He didn't go the final round. He didn't accomplish to get his law degree, like you. And so now he wants to be a lawyer and blah blah blah, fighting for people that don't have the money. And he got in trouble a few times. And then the last time he was sentenced to what, 3 months in jail?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And then because of
100 days, I think.
100 days in jail. And okay. Then, next thing you know, I seen myself posters around. What was it? York?
York.
Manor?
Yeah, I think it used to be called, at one time it used to be called the Poorhouse. That was way back in the
Where's
the 50s
that anyway?
60s. That's on the north side.
Sunrise?
Off Sunset.
Sunset,
Drive.
okay. So the big one.
Yeah.
So, next thing you know, I said that he put, so anyway, next thing you know, the CBC, I knew that about 2 weeks before, but I thought, okay. Then the CBC covered it and dropped Francois and asking all kinds of questions, you know, and then he looks like go, this group. And then I found out you were part of that group. And I said,
yeah, I'm a recent addition.
WTF. Okay, so what's going on? What is this group? What's going on?
Okay, simply, saying it's not a group that's trying to practice law, and make that as clear as possible.
Wait, they want to go to jail for 100 days?
Well, of course, that's not always a desirable outcome, that's for sure.
Okay.
So, anyway, what it is, it's basically an advocacy group, and it's more like we don't deal, like, we won't represent anyone legally, put it that way there.
What are you doing? How many in this group?
There's about a half a dozen.
Half a dozen?
Yep.
Now, half a dozen of characters like you?
All kinds of characters. All kinds of different personalities. I mean, actually, each person has their own specialty and skill set that they bring to
skill
the group.
set. Okay, so you got 6 these magnificent 6. The good old boys. What do you do? Okay, you meet.
We meet. We look at an issue like what was brought about the York Care Center, and we basically look to see what the issue is. And
the issue is, do they belong to a union?
Well, I'm going to get to that. Actually, since you bring that up, to the point, I'll answer that right now.
Thank you.
Now,
is that why you got this muscle shirt? You're ready for a fight?
I'm ready to, give that first swing and run.
Asperger's. I know, laughing matter. Okay, union or non-union?
Okay, so
yes or no?
Well, it's part of it is union, part of it isn't. Certain
staff is not union.
Certain departments are union. I don't know which ones it is at this time.
Hold it. You're going around with a poster, and some are union and some are not union. Which one is it? Who are you fighting for? Union or non-union?
Okay. The problem is arising in the non-union sector.
Oh, there. Okay. So, where's the labor board?
Now, from experience that these things like the human rights.
Human rights. What's that?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
If you're gay, yeah, John, good old John, yeah.
The you know, those boards have really limited powers.
Okay, never mind that. So what are you guys? So you guys, suddenly you come here, okay.
Well, first,
how many employees is there?
Let me answer.
Okay, I'll shut up.
You know, answer in sequence because you.
No, you're not. You're not going to answer in sequence. You're going to answer the question. How many employees is there that suddenly? Where did you find these people?
These numbers I don't have. Maybe Vaughn has, but I don't have.
Vaughn, that's worse than you. Come on, let me tell you what's going on. Jesus, that would drive me nuts. I mean, come on, get to the point. So you had 6 people. What do you say that word? Magnificent 6. The Wonder Boys, whatever. And then this person approached you.
Yes, and what basically the issues are is that
they're treated like shit.
Essentially, yeah, I guess.
Non-union.
Precisely, there's no union to protect them.
So what are you guys going around with posters and they're not treated right? Of course. Did you dare to have that on?
Oh, that's my friggin' daughter. Just tell her to call me back.
Yeah. Distraction.
Yeah, that is Emma.
Yeah.
Hi Emma, I got to keep this short. I'm being videoed right now.
Yeah, thank you.
And once I'm completed, I'll call you back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you when I get home. Bye-bye.
Nice and short. So, okay, again, you had these people approaching you, and what are you guys going to do?
Okay, what we do, we look at you know what the problems are, and
it's non-union.
Well, that's we've established that it's non-union. Now the next part is finding the resources to send the person in. It may be research. It may be research resources.
What? You go to QP. They've been trying to get these homes unionized for years.
What we can't do, we can't give any legal opinion. I mean,
no, we know that.
So, like in this particular case, of course, I mean, I'm an advocate of unions, so of course this is up my alley.
Yeah.
And it's an example of what happens with when you have a workplace that is not unionized.
Yes. So what are you guys doing?
So, anyway, like what I've said, but we've got our information now. Now, this campaign that started before I was involved.
Okay. So we got that. Non-union. They want union. Okay, forget that. So.
Well, no one has said they want union as this date.
The only way they'll get some treated with respect or with dignity is with union. Non-union, they'll be fired.
Never
mind that.
No argument.
Okay,
there.
Never mind that. So this group of 6 that Vaughn was on CBC, which must be a very slow news month or news day. They give him a lot. Good for him. Somebody told me, why are you all upset, Charles? This is what you want. This is what you've been fighting for, the justice system. Are you talking about summary charges? Who approached you? Is it divorced people saying, oh, I lost my children? What's...
Okay, the legal sphere is a big fear. You have criminal, you have civil, you have tort law, you have millions of regulations, like even the criminal code. I mean, most people know of it, but that's only such a small part of all the legislation that exists in this. It's just it's a piece of grain.
But you guys can't touch that.
Yes and no. We can't give legal advice on it, but we can direct if it's directing to a lawyer.
I'm charged. I don't have the right to a lawyer. I'm charged with summary assault, and it's not my fault. But they told me I had no lawyer, and there's no preliminary hearing to find out there's enough evidence to proceed to trial. What are you guys going to say?
Well, I guess on that first point, if it becomes a legal matter. Now, I'm not speaking for the rest of the group. I'm speaking for myself. I would make a reference to one of the legal clinics.
Clinic? What the hell are you talking about? Where? Not Walmart Church.
Now, there's, I think, 3 of them here in Fredericton.
Legal clinic, yeah. But here's my, okay, give some advice. You got money? $200, $300?
Well, at the legal clinics, it's free up to a certain point.
Yeah, what? Free of what? What?
Well, what the legal clinic can do that what we can't do is that
how's your day so far?
Terrible. You just made no.
Go ahead.
It isn't. I mean, when I seen the Trump shirt, I mean, I knew I was in trouble.
That muscle shirt. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, like we, you know,
The clinic gave advice, but what kind of advice? So what are you guys going to do or say?
Well, I'm going to jump ahead. Is in this particular case with this home, the York Care Center.
Yeah, okay.
I think there is an issue, and they should.
Duh.
Now they did their own internal investigation, but we know, you know, that's like, you know.
Okay, that's the issue. You are a group. What kind of people are going to approach you?
I mean, we don't know that. I mean, that's,
do you meet somewhere? Do you have a card? Do you just have a Facebook and blah, 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 and do these idiot videos like this, or what?
Well, this is, you know, the seed has been planted. You know, our full mission statement has not been completed. It is a work in process. I mean, it's not that old. I mean, what, it might be 2 months old.
I'm surprised you got the media attention like you got. Good for you, though.
But
I don't know what you people are. Did I say you people? Oh my God.
Yeah, geez. Adversary. Holy jeez.
No, but I mean.
No. Like I say, I mean, you know, yes, we recognize we're limited into what we can do, but what it is that if we can take like a situation like that and bring media attention, bring it to public consciousness that wherever there's an issue that comes
your
up.
Website, what's the point? My website, and that. But do you think the media is going to cover Von Burnett every goddamn week? Maybe they will. Maybe I should talk to Vaughn. Maybe Vaughn can give me some pointers on how to get the issue up.
You know, since you've been mentioning Vaughn, and you've mentioned him several times, one of the things is we know that the Law Society come hard on him.
Yes, we know that, and that's not right.
But I did look at his, you know, at his work, right?
Yeah.
Like the forms and the things that he filed.
Oh yeah.
There was never a question about his legal competency.
No.
Never a question about it. As far as that, he was competent. I mean, you know, he went through all the hoops.
Yeah, he just didn't want to accomplish that final loop. That's it. But that's that. Never mind. That's him.
You know, yeah.
But there's a lot of people. What I'm trying to say here, there's a lot of people. The justice system is corrupt. There's no question about it. It's corrupt. The justice minister even told me when she was sworn in, the bureaucrats met her. Oh, well, listen, we got to talk to you about summary. I was surprised she told me that on video. She said that they told her there's a guy that's going to approach you on this summary system. And summary is so important that they keep it the way it is because they can't afford to give these so-called criminals a lawyer. They got to force them to plead guilty. And one judge told me, never plead guilty to any charge. But it will cost a fortune. And that's the problem we're having here. But now the police are working with the justice. Okay, we're sorry, I'm getting distracted here.
And that, then, right, what we're dealing here is not a criminal, it's more of an administrative issue. But to bring, you know, on the, you know, summary convictions, yeah, I personally don't think that when people walk into court, they're, you know, duty counsel. From my observation, it looks like a production line kind of thing. You know, get them in, out. I don't know if duty counsel.
Look at you! Look at you! We paid a lawyer $4,400, and you, of all people, said right here, said, "Come on, Charles, plead guilty.
Okay.
Sign a peace bond."
All right.
And now this is a lawyer that we paid Matthew Boulet, $4,400, and you were saying you were intimidated by those black robe and necktie and wanted me to sign a peace bond, and I told them to go F yourself. Now, that's you. Can you imagine the people with mental illness and the poor, how they're really intimidated by these people and forced to sign peace bond and forced to plead guilty?
Now, I'm going to back that up because, I mean, you brought it up to, you know, how I decided on that. Well, I'll give you my logic to that.
Yeah, no, you've got 30 seconds.
Point A, you yourself said that the judge was biased against you.
Julia Dixon, yes.
So that looked like, so just that in itself, we didn't know all the facts.
Okay,
I mean,
we're jumping, yeah. Anyway.
There was 3 possible outcomes that could have come out of that. 1 found guilty, 1 acquitted, and 1 signed peace bond. So it was like choose door 1, 2, or 3.
At the end, I was found not guilty. We had a trial. I was found not guilty.
At that point, when you asked the question, a lot of unknowns. When the trial started, I seen that it was going to go in your favor.
Of course.
But prior to that.
Yeah. Anyway, but what we're saying here, you were intimidated.
No, I was not intimidated.
And then you wanted.
It was a statistical probability decision that I made that recommendation on.
You people, are you going to turn around and meet the government and say these are our demands? How do you talk to are you management of a company? Say, okay, we suggest that you unionize immediately. Is that what you're going to do?
That may be a thing that may come up. And the other is that I'd like to see a external investigation of this seniors home.
We know that. There's no big deal here. Corona has really opened the eyes of everybody. The government, the federal government, the provincial government are going to spend billions of dollars the next 10 years that these old people, that the workers there, see we're jumping again, the workers that clean their shit, which we are heading there, it's just a matter of time, and we shouldn't treat these workers with dignity. They're just clean the shit of the senior shit of the ass of the old seniors. But I don't know how that attitude started 50 years ago. But that's another story. But the bottom line is, so you guys are just a group that you're going to, not saying the company's going to meet with you.
Well,
you want to unionize.
Like I say, right now, it's a working process. We're organizing. We're really at the grass roots level. And what I'd like to see the end game is that that we can be instrumental in addressing these issues with the limitations that we have. And that's the challenge.
How can you do it? You can't go to court. The minute you go to court, you say, do you have a lawyer? No. We represent ourselves. Well, you're not supposed to practice law. What happens there? How do you do it?
Well, we can't go into court. You're right. Again,
these clowns in the back building, are they going to listen to you? Are you going to start chasing them with a camera like a certain idiot blogger?
Well, I guess what it is, you've heard me say this. I never believe on going power on power. And again, I'm not speaking for the group. I'm speaking on how I deal things with. And in my past experience, I found it's been very successful to get results, to do things in behind closed doors. No one loses face, and it becomes a win-win for everyone.
If they talk to you.
Yes, that's the way that I do things. But like I say, I can't speak for the group because it is so early in the game.
No, but it's funny. It was you got media attention. It's so early in the game. I thought you guys were like professionals. I'm not jealous, by the way. I'm very happy that the issue is getting the attention of the less fortunate, and people with mental illness have no access to justice. They don't.
Justice is a game of economics, right?
Yes.
It's a rich person's game.
Now, what does the native mean? Oh, we want the natives, what do they call it? Sympathetic, what do they call it?
Systematic
Thank
racism.
you. I never say that word. Anyway, racism against the natives in the justice system. We want a change in the justice. What are they talking about? They don't say we. Are they going to turn around and say, oh, native, you're native, can I see your status card? Yes, okay, I don't know, Joe Paul. Okay, therefore, you are charged with summary assault. Okay, here's a lawyer, your choice, which one you want? That one. Okay, we're going to have a preliminary hearing to find out if there's enough evidence to proceed to trial. Okay.
That's not going to happen.
Okay,
like that.
so then that's everything's fine. Mr. LeBlanc, okay, you're a white person, you suffer from a mental illness. So let's see here, ADHD, Asperger's, pain in the ass, bipolar. My God, you're full of it. Okay, you're charged with summary assault. You don't have the right to a lawyer, and you don't have the right to a preliminary hearing. So, how do you plead? So is this what? How come the native don't say everyone? What's going on here?
Well, first, in the example that you've given, and comparing it to yourself, you didn't say that whether they were being charged summary or indictable. You approached it like they were being
charged with summary charge.
Yes, but the way you presented it was that they get a preliminary hearing. No, if it's a summary conviction, it won't.
Details. Okay, so I mean, if it's charged with assault, then your charge is indictable. If they say the word summary, do they understand now? They say summary, there's little chance of you going to jail. The judge could still sentence you to 6 months in jail. Okay, now we got that one right. You don't have to go into no details. It's summary, but you don't have the right to a lawyer. But if you're native, you'll have the right to a lawyer. Is that what they want?
Well, in a summary, there is the potential of voir dire.
Oh, Jesus.